Hey guys, I'm Derek, Children's Pastor at Lakewood Christian Center. I want to show you how to do this Snowy Suprize. What you need to do this is some nesting boxes, a deck of cards, a permanent marker, and you need a duplicate card that you are going to force. If you'll notice in the performance video, the wrong card was selected at the start, and that card was actually the King of Hearts that was selected at the start. That was accidental. It worked okay because we were using the King of Hearts in the rest of the trick. The second card was actually the wrong card that was chosen. That happens if you're trying to do a classic force. All Dodo did was play along and kind of eased him to pick a different card. That may not work. He was really lucky that it worked out that way. Anyway, so you have a duplicate card that's going to go inside the smallest nested box, which I actually don't have right now. It was drying out because of the snow. Anyway, the snow is, that's something else you need, sorry, is the Insta Snow. You can get it at the Dollar Tree, you can get it at a bunch of different department stores, or it's just a little vial. The reason I can't show you is because I used all of mine. A little vial that has this white powder-like substance in it. And all you do is add water, and it's Insta Snow. And all I do to make it work with that is I took it and I put it in water so that it came big, and I put that inside of a freezer in a glass. And then right before we actually did the trick, behind stage, went and grabbed that, dumped it into the smallest box, and then took the duplicate card that had nothing on it and slid it underneath all the snow, and then put it nested inside all the boxes. And so that is your prep work. You just take that duplicate card, you want to make sure you know what it is in case somebody does pick the wrong one, and get it inside your nested boxes. Then you want to do the card trick. And to do the card trick, what you're going to do is have your selected card. Let's just say that the Guarantee Joker. Let's just say that this Guarantee Joker is going to be my force card. This is going to be the card that I have a duplicate of inside the box. Actually, to give you, I use this as the duplicate. So that's the one that's inside the box, and this is the one I'm going to force. What I want to do is find the King of Hearts. Oh, you know what? There's probably not a King of Hearts in here, because Dodo gave that away, and this is the deck he was using. Yep, that's correct. The King of Hearts is not in this deck, so just for the purpose of showing you guys this, we're going to pretend that the King of Diamonds is the King of Hearts for the moment. And what you're going to do is put the card you want to force on top of the deck, and the King of Hearts directly underneath it. And Dodo did a classic force to force the card. And to do a classic force, all it is timing. You do a cut, and see, this is, here, I'll turn this over so you can see clearly. This is the card I want to force. You do a cut like this, and you pinky break under the cut. And then you go to have them select a card, and so you go through the cards like this. And as they are bringing their finger to pick a card, you're actually timing it just right so that their finger will land on the card you want them to choose. But it's really simple for them to pick this one or one that's near it instead. And that's kind of what happened with Dodo. They actually picked the King of Hearts instead to start with, but Dodo just kind of used that so that he said, well, yeah, you picked the King of Hearts first at the end of the trick. But if you don't want to do it that way, you could be sure you could put it where the King of Hearts is on the bottom of the deck, and the card you want selected is on the top. And I've taught this method before, where you're going to say pick any number, 1 to 20, and let's say they say 5. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go, wait, hold on, let me let you do it. And so there's no funny business going on, and then they'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the fifth card is the card you want them to have, the selected card. Now if you do it the first way, what you're going to have is they're going to have the card selected. This is the card selected, and you want them to sign on the card. But what you really want them to do is sign the King of Hearts. So the first method, they chose the card. Sorry, I'm going to get it all set up for the first method. The first method, they chose this card here, and when they give it, while they're looking at it and showing it to everybody, you're going to move the King of Hearts. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to move the selected card. While they no longer have while they're showing around the selected card, you're pushing the King of Hearts up here like this, so it's in this other hand, so that when they give you back the selected card, you're going to put it down on the top of the deck and push the other card on the top of the deck as well, like this. So what you've got, okay, so when you've got that done this way, now it looks like, so you can take a double lift these two as one to show the selected card like this, and then set it down so that they can write, you know, whatever sin or whatever thing that they do that's wrong on the back of the card. But actually they're going to be writing on the King of Hearts. So you get that done, and now you want to lose the card. Just push it down, cut it, however you want to lose it. You're actually losing the card right now. The other method that I showed you a minute ago with the counting of the cards. Okay. With that method, you're going to have the King of Hearts on the bottom of the deck, and they've got their selected card out here. So when you want them to sign that, what you want to do is do a cut, so that now the King of Hearts is here, so that when you take this card back, you can set it in the deck like that, and you can drop this card like that. So you've got this. And then you push that card back, and now you can do that same double lift from earlier, pick up the two cards as one, like so, showing that it's the selected card, put it down, have them sign, same thing, and you lose it. So now that that's all done, you have them pull all this out. Hopefully when they get to that last box, they're going to be like, oh, that's cold. That's one of the things I like the best about it, is that all of a sudden they're like, whoa, that is cold. And because you're not expecting it to be cold. And so they look in there and they see the snow, and they reach in and they pull out the card, and it's the duplicate without anything written on it. You talk about how Jesus washes that away. So you have them go through the deck looking at the backs of the cards, because you don't want them to find the duplicate of the card that's selected. So you have them use the back of the card to find which one has the thing written on it, which they of course think is the card that they wrote. That is their card. But so it's a little tricky there, because if they did want to turn over the deck, you might be in trouble or whatever. But you have them find that card. They'll take it out, get rid of the deck, because you don't want them looking through that very closely. And then you'll show that it's the King of Hearts that actually has everything written on it. Now the last little thing that Dodo kind of added on at the end was this Germ-X antibacterial soft wipes. Basically all it is hand sanitizer. If you take a little bit of hand sanitizer, you can rub off permanent marker off the cards. And he just used one of these wipes to do it. Now, if it's been on there a long time, it's a little harder to wipe off, but it will work. The only problem is, the other thing you'll possibly wipe off, which you can't see it on the card, but if you wipe the card, actually maybe I'll show you real quick. I just kind of found this out by accident while doing this. But if you get this on there too much, Now there was nothing on this card originally at all, but you see what's happening is the ink from this actual card is rubbing off into the alcohol thing here. So it'll get the ink out, the permanent ink out, so you can wipe that off real easily. I guess if you wanted to make it like it was a trick where you're just wiping it, you could put a little bit of oh, I forgot what it's called. A little bit of hand sanitizer, sorry, on your finger and then rub it, but you still may have this problem. You can tell now that the angel there is almost gone comparative to this one. You see the difference of the card just by using this. And of course, like I said, you could use this to make this look like an old card, something for a completely different trick. Hey, maybe one day I'll do that for something. Don't know. Anyway, so that shows you how to do that, how to do every little part of that. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you later.